Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be painting Magik from the Marvel Crisis Protocol game. We're going to be doing something a little different than like her box color. I don't really like it. I don't really like her box color, so we're going to go a little bit of a different direction. So hopefully it turns out good. We'll see. Is there any water in there? Is there any water in there at all? There is not. Okay, well, I'm going to put some water in it. Give me a second. And is this a twist off? Yes, okay. Okay. Now we can get started. So we're gonna do a little bit of a different paint scheme. Still gonna be black, but I'm gonna put a lot of yellow where her skin is. Instead of just having bare skin. So let's start with Gilliman's flesh for her skin, which I think the only skin that's going to be showing on her is her face. So let's get that done. And then just get her face. Make sure we get the neck and everything too. And it's gonna be okay that we're missing some of this stuff. I mean that we're hitting the black parts because it's black and we will be able to we'll be painting over it black, so it'll be fine. See, you can't really see the back of her neck, so we'll just leave that. So that's her face. And then we're gonna get her hair, which will be yellow because it's blonde. But we're also gonna be putting a lot of yellows elsewhere, so hopefully this doesn't contrast too much with it. And we'll see. You're gonna get me DMCA'd if you have that playing. So, okay, thank you.
Hello, painters. I am wife. I kiss husband. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. So we're gonna get our yellow. We're gonna paint in here, which is her boob window. We're gonna get rid of the boob window. We're also going to paint the stomach. Like this whole waist area. So let's paint that. Yeah. And we'll see how this looks when it's done, because there is the separation there. But we'll see how it looks when it's done. And then the legs here, we'll do it we're doing this as a stripe on her foot, on her pants, instead of just bare leg, instead of stockings. This is this is a good example of, you don't have to do what the box art does, you can always change it up. Now, whether it looks good, that's another question. So her gloves, I'm gonna do her gloves just as little hand gloves, like that. Same thing here. Actually, let's do it as a whole wrist glove, but this has armor on it on that side, so it looks like that there. I've also been looking at other pictures to kind of get an idea of what I wanted to paint. Her sword, because I see blue and I also see yellow, but since we're doing a lot of other yellows in this, we're not going to be painting the sword yellow. We're going to be painting it blue like in the box art. So I don't know if there's a difference in the comic book as to why it's certain colors at certain times. I'm sure there is. but for our purposes, we are going to only do, and this one doesn't matter as much because we are painting our hair yellow also, so, but we'll just get it what we can. Okay, and then let's get her hair. And I think it's black underneath her hair. Like she has like the top hair is blonde and then the underside is black. Those are her little wingy bits that we will be painting also separate, so it's okay that we're getting them yellow right now. I know they're black. So let's get her hair. And since we did the zenithal prime, most of it underneath is black anyway. So we can just kind of go like this to it. We just have these little wispies that we have to get that are hanging off here. So let's just do our best to hit those. I think we got them. And then we'll go for her boots as well. The straps of the boots will be black still, but her boots themselves will be yellow. We'll start them at the bottom of the first strap. And this is more of like of a regular X-Men colors that we're going for, just like the yellow and like the blue, but we're gonna do like a dark blue, like the blue black that we use on other things. We're gonna be using that as the blue or the black for her, so it's not terribly out of character for this. Or maybe it is, I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? All right, cool, so we covered the boob window. We got the boots and the other stuff. Okay, now we go on to the blue, which is this other Magik blue from the contrast line. I have some other blues too, but I think they're really dark, so what we really want to do is pull it a lot down here. Oh, it's really light. So might have to be put a couple coats on here, but you get the point. We're covering the sword and the energy parts on it. Kind of want it to be like more white in the middle of each swordy bit, but beggars can't really be choosers with this right now. So just kind of glob it up in there. Same thing here. Try to avoid hitting that yellow that we've already got on here. Getting in there because there's like a little bit of it in there. She's still pretty floppy. We want it to be heavier down here. Just put this limbo portal thingy. Let's get that painted. Might go over with some darker blues as well, but we'll see how it dries because we have to let all this dry first before we kind of move on anyway, so. Okay. Just kind just under here. Make sure we're just getting all the little white spots covered. I think we kind of do want it to pool a little bit more in there. Definitely want more to pool right here. Like that, and then and just kind of suck it away a little bit from the middle areas. Just tease it out a little bit. Okay, now we let this sit and dry, and we'll come back to it for the finishing bits for the real paint. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, and we're back, and we are going to be finishing up Magik here. Also, while it was drying, I did do another bit of yellow in the crotch area and the butt, because that's kind of more like where that stuff goes on the costumes. So we're gonna go to this dark blue-gray for the rest of the clothes. So let's get that out. Put some down here. You notice that the wet palette is refreshed because it was a little messy what we were working with before. Of course, I get some on there right away. It's good to start off with a mistake, because then you know it's only uphill from there. This black, gray, dark blue, gray. Okay, that's what it says it is. So let's get this painted. I'm sure this isn't sticking up well enough to get the blue pigment in it. Or maybe it is, and it's just... That's just how it is. Okay, and then we'll get here as well. Top of here. We just don't want to hit the yellow. It's okay if we hit these straps though, because we know they are a different color. We'll be using a different black for those. Let me start. Hopefully it turns out looking okay, because there's different like levels to the clothes. So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. We're just trying to get clean lines here. Probably thinking back on this, I could have sanded down the pant parts and stuff like that, but kind of defeats the purpose of the model because, you know, just based on their rules for modifications and stuff like that for tournaments and whatnot, it would be a little hassle to kind of go through with it if I had modded it too much. So with the clothes on, we're just gonna kind of go like that right now and see. And the glue really did do a number on this little leg right here too. So here, get the little boot part here, back of this leg. Just try your best to get in those little tight areas. So those are her pants. Now we gotta go to the shirt, which is gonna kind of like follow here. We'll leave her abs kind of exposed as the yellow part. Like that. Ooh, ow. And then fill in a big chunk of the back here. You wet the brush and then she has like these lines around her abs that we're kind of using to there. We fill that in there. Make sure we get the tops here because we don't want that to look weird. And then we can get the rest of this paint it with the black. We're just doing our best to keep it in the areas that we want it to be black, not extend into the areas that we don't. Same thing for the shirt here. Be careful around this little yellow spot here that we made. Okay. And just continue on to the sides here. Making sure we do our best to get rid of all the white that is showing. And we gotta be careful up here in this face area and the collar that she has. So you might have to use a smaller brush to get in there. Just because my shaky hands are doing good now doesn't mean they will this whole time. Okay, that worked. And then it looks like we've got, that's all metal, that's all that. Looks like we missed some yellow. So this is kind of what we're gonna have her suit look like. Minus like the belt not being a different color, but I think it's not bad. Let's get this yellow here really quick and get those areas that we missed, which were back here. And then go back to our black here. Like that. Just making sure that we get all the pure white covered. Just the X logo. It's a little weird in here. It's a little tight. Sometimes I just want like a toothpick to like poke colors into places sometimes. Let's get our little brush. And I'm not gonna wet it so it still has kind of a hard tip on it. And we're gonna go into these tight areas here just to get what's not done. Okay. So now we can get the belt and stuff. And for that, we're gonna use this gunmetal gray. No, that's too gray, probably. We'll probably use this black. Just flat black for the belt and all the strappings on her boots and stuff. So for this, actually, we'll probably still use the small brush. So let's get all of that. And shaky hands are coming, I told you guys. I told you they'd be making their debut in a bit. Okay. There's the belt. Ooh, this is gonna be a little delicate. We're gonna do our best here. Getting all these straps here on her boot the best we can. Then we go to this one. This leg is going to be, should be easier because it's kind of just opened here. This is kind of flat. It's not curved like the other one. But there is still some tight spots like this right here. Let me just kind of continue to the front here. Just taking our time, holding our breath when necessary. Just trying our best here. Okay. So that's all of those. Now we gotta get the sword itself, which should be easier. Just gonna start kind of outlining the shape here. Trying our best to stay on the flat detail that's here. Try to use the side of our brush and not put a lot of pressure so that it doesn't go down. Whew. This is a little nerve-wracking. We've come this far, and this is where, you know, you can mess it up pretty good here. So just try your best and get the tops here well. You can have it like that. we just gotta get there. There, and then get these little tips there, tips there. Same thing on this side. But now we have a shoe to kind of get in our way. Okay. See some of the black here. Whew. So that's her sword. And then we gotta get the hilt that we can see here. Just clean that in there. So we got that. Now we have her little her hair bits that she has. Little Valkyrie type symbol thingies on her hair. Don't know what they are, so that's what I'm calling them. Okay, now we just gotta pick them out. And I think they just stick out of her hair. I don't think they're on a headband or anything. So let's get this. It does look kind of like a headband though. Let's see if we can see in the box art here. It's this. No, it's just hair that's kind of flowing around it, so. Let's keep that and then get the backs of it here. And then this side has it too, except they're a lot harder to see. It's right here. That's kind of it. That's kind of the only one you can see. Can't really see the other one in there. Okay. So now we go into the metallics, which is our gunmetal. And we'll get the armor and the belt buckle, and we'll be pretty much done at that point. So let's get this here. There's our belt buckle. Clean that out. I'll still probably use it for one more part, but now we'll get this humidity, man. I swear to God, kills these brushes so fast. Get her armor. Armory bits. This one is metal all the way. Get in there. See if we can get here. Clean up those sides there. Okay. Now we have some red, so dark vermilion. Take this, just put a little dot in there. We're gonna get this X painted red. So we have for Xmas, I don't know if you guys can see that really well, but it's red now. Some more of this black brown here and clean up our mess in there. And then get some black and then clean up the top here. Clean up that. Some of our gray to just get the top here. Cool. We can touch up her hair a little bit with this yellow, with our yellow contrast. Because there's still some white bits on it. Do want to make sure that aren't white anymore. There we go. And then there's still some color to do here. We're just going to close off this circle here so that it doesn't go to the window. Got a little bit of spots in here. All right, cool. So now we can do like a little bit of a dry brush with a dark blue here mixed with the gray of the suit to give it kind of a bluer tone. So let's take this, our blue color, and get a smaller brush for the dry brush. And we'll take some of our blue gray and mix it with blue. And black, we'll put some black in there too, just to. Okay. And now, we just kind of dry brush over. She's really wiggly. Jesus. Dry brush on top of the She is really wobbly, so it's kind of hard to do all this. We're just kind of like putting it on so there's like a little bluer tint to the clothes. So just kind of spread it on a bit, and it'll give her a little bit more of a blue tone. I don't know if it'll pick it up on here, but I can definitely tell a difference now. Okay, now let's just briefly, quickly wash the metallics here with a brown. So let's get this and then get our Agarax Earth shade right here.
I sat on the floor too long. Yep, I am old now. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Just like the same crap that frustrates me, which is I'm gone and there's 100 emails and it's like and same thing, different day. Randy always when I
And then I just gotta work on this, and let me hold on 1 second. Let me just do this. Okay, there we go. And I'll just hit this one, hit this one. And get that and that. Okay. So there's that, and I noticed another spot that I missed, of course, because that's what I do. Get our little teeny baby guy, our blue-gray here, and it's like in here. Well, the glove is yellow, so it's actually fine there. Okay. All right. And that is how we paint our Magik from Marvel Crisis Protocol. All we have to do is finish up here by painting this black and then going over it with a gray. But you guys don't need to see the gray part because, you know, just dry brush basically a gray over the top of this. That's all I do. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. New videos every Wednesday. Podcasts on Saturdays. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other YouTube stuff that you know what to do. Thank you to all my newer subscribers and to the ones that have been here for quite a while now. Thank you. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.